Hello, everybody. I'm Tina, and this is Daniel, and we're from Tina Sanford Digital. And today we've got one with us, one of our most successful clients, and this is Azhelle Wade, and she's from the Toy Coach. And we just wanted to have a chat today about how she's been doing. So thank you so much for joining us today, Azhelle. It's lovely to see you.
Oh, it's so great to hang out with you guys anytime.
That's so cool. So I was actually wondering, would you mind sharing who it is you are and what it is you do?
Yeah, so my name is Azhelle Wade, as Tina said, and I founded the Toy Coach. I have a podcast called Making It in the Toy Industry, and most importantly, a course called Toy Creators Academy, where I help people develop and pitch their toy and game ideas.
Love it. So brilliant. So I'm going to ask a little bit of a deep question here. So may I ask, what were some of the frustrations and problems that you were experiencing before we began working together?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I would run my own ads for my launches, for my course. And I did pretty well, and I was pretty good at tracking after those launches. But when I switched into an evergreen model, I had a really hard time staying on track with my now evergreen ads. I would just like run ads and not really know how to track for success, and then just turn them off and then just run them. And it was just kind of chaotic. And I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really look at conversion rates, honestly. And once I went evergreen, I just kind of would learn from the same mentor that we both know, Laurel. And then I would try to apply what I could, and then I would give up, and it would just be the cycle. So it was just really frustrating. And I kind of felt like I know a lot about Facebook ads. I know a lot about Google ads even, but I felt like I'm never going to perfect this for my business. So I just kind of gave up on that. But then finding you was such a relief. And I honestly, I should probably thank Laurel for
Yes.
bringing you guys to my attention, because I didn't believe it when I saw like what you were offering, and that you were going to just have a consistent client and it wasn't like a certain time frame. I didn't think that it could really help, but I am so glad that I signed up. I'm so happy to work with you. I feel less alone, and I don't know, it's really nice to see the progress and see that, oh, we're actually getting people into my email list and into my funnel, and the right people, and they're signing up, and I can see a path to success as opposed to before.
That is amazing. It's actually, I have to say that you're one of my, you're just amazing to work with, and especially all the things you do and all the colors and everything. It just sort of make my day whenever we catch up. And yes, your ads are doing extremely well, which was always really great to see as well, because you don't turn them off. So that's a little joke that we always have, isn't it? So I actually have another question. There are so many, absolutely thousands of marketing agencies out there. So kind of, you've already said a little bit about this, but what made you feel like working with us?
Yeah, I mean, because, okay, first of all, I knew that you followed a methodology that I also ascribe to. So I believe in, multiple touch points. I don't believe in this, like, like I don't approach leads as leads, as, people say. I approach them as people. And I think these people need more information, and your ads need to be designed to get them more information, not just like, if you don't sign up, see you later, I don't care about you anymore. Like, we don't do that. And so the fact that you care in the same way, and you think about ads in the same way as like an ecosystem rather than a one touch, for me was like, I should try this because I want to see what will happen if I have professionals helping me execute the ecosystem I believe in.
So cool. Okay, Dan, you can ask a question now.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking on the more technical side, what was the first problem we actually helped you solve once we started working together?
Power content. 100% power content. I knew what power content was. I create, I think, in my business, power content often, which is just kind of showing your industry knowledge in a quick, brief, like 30 to 90-second video, sometimes 3 minutes, just like kind of explaining what, like a big pain point that your customers might have, solving it quickly in a video, right? And I understood what it was, but I just couldn't create it. And I don't know, in working with you, I finally have it sounds so simple, but like this has been a big relief. Now I have like a template that I know works with my PowerPoint. I've got like the bar at the top and the bottom. I chose this, like, I just happened to choose this really bright purple color, probably because of my hair in one of the videos. And it works really well. Like we see like people are watching these videos, they're watching a lot of these videos, they're getting retargeted, it's working. So having that template now, whenever I create something, I'm like, oh, I should like make a clip of this as power content for Dan and Tina, because they'll want to put this in my power content mix. And it just, I mean, that was a major roadblock that I think I just didn't understand. And for me, the power content's important because that's how we're continuing to build that warm audience, right? We're not just resting on all the press I've gotten in the past and the TV shows I've been on in the past. Like we're continuing to build and nurture an audience.
Just for context for everyone watching, power contents are these sometimes 60 to 90 seconds, sometimes 3 to 5 minute videos, where the main goal is to have people watch your videos and they will join a list of yours on Facebook so that you can continue to send ads. And as Azhelle said, to give them more information about what you do until they have full clarity on what it is you offer, rather than you being just another person trying to sell something on the internet. And I wanted to ask just one more question, which was, what do you feel was the biggest gold nugget that you discovered as we were working together? Like one takeaway which really helped you?
Oh, one takeaway. Oh my God.
It's
I
a tough
don't
one.
like one. I don't know. I don't think that I don't know that I would describe it as like a takeaway, because it's more of like a gold nugget that keeps me here, actually. Because I think honestly, we were just having a call before this and we were talking about changes we need to make on one of my landing pages. And Dan, you were like, okay, yeah. But like, just don't do it for 2 weeks because we need to test it. And like, that is gold that I need. I need it in my business. Like somebody to be like, no, but we need to look at the numbers. We need to like slow down. We need to like make sure that we're analyzing this. So it's not really a takeaway, but I would say it's like a golden benefit of working with you guys is that, you know, Tina is going to be like, have all the ideas. Oh, this is brilliant. You're brilliant. And then Dan is like, okay, you're brilliant, but like, slow down, you know? So like, I think the golden part of working with you guys is that, you know, like I get both sides of the coin, and it helps me. I think it's going to help my business, you know, actually be successful moving forward, as opposed to just like, oh, they're running my ads, so that's all we need. No, it's like, it's about building a sustainable and consistent business with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It really is great fun to work with you. So I was actually wondering, have we changed your life since you began working with us?
Oh, I think so, 100%. I mean, one, I was telling you also before this that I'm just not lonely in my business anymore. It's really nice to have you guys when I'm like, you know, I want to do a new promotion. I can send you a quick message. And honestly, just like you might say, oh, that's a great idea, Azhelle. Here's a training you should watch to help you get started on that. That's so helpful. Like you have no idea how helpful it is to have that. And then to prepare like my reports for you like every month. This is not something they ask you to do. This is something I do. But to prepare my reports, to have something that I know there's somebody who cares about these numbers other than me is so helpful. And the fact that you care, like, okay, are we getting conversions? Like, oh, these numbers aren't good. Like that is, it's just, I just need that so much. Like, I don't know another agency that will come in and run my ads and actually care, like personally care about my success. Like you guys know, as a small business, you're like, you know, like, oh, she needs sales. We can't, this is not working. We got to shift gears because we need sales. That's, yeah. I mean, you can't put a price on that.
Thank you. I was like thinking, what should we ask you? Like, where would you be right now if we hadn't taken action and we hadn't worked together? So that's a deep one, isn't that, really?
No, yeah. I mean, I would like to be positive. You know what? Okay. All right. Yes, I should say something. Hold on. Yeah. Because I guess this does call back to how you've changed my life and where I would be today. Because before I started working with you guys, I was running all of my own ads. I was obsessed with the Facebook ads manager. It was on my phone. I was like, show my husband, like, look at these conversions. Like, look at my ad. And now I don't even have a Facebook ads manager on my phone anymore. Like, I don't even have Facebook ads manager on my phone. I don't look at it. Like literally, like I logged in the other day and I was like, I don't even remember what this looks like. Like I love it. I'm so happy. So like for me, I just look at how many registrations do we have? What are the conversions? What can I fix? And then I talk to you guys if I think there's a hole. You bring, oh my gosh, Dan, you bring up holes to me sometimes. And I'm like, thank you. So yeah, I think if it weren't for you guys, I would still be in the troves of Facebook ads instead of growing my name in my industry, helping my students get in stores, instead of like I built a whole new platform called toycourses.com because I don't have to, I have time. I don't have to be in the ads manager all day. So
That's good.
yeah, thank you.
Sure. And Floof wants to join in with this conversation, as you can tell. So the last thing I was going to ask, which is a very Laurel question, as you know, Laurel, as we do, is there if there's anyone out there who's actually watching and they're kind of on the fence about working with us, what would you actually say to them?
Yeah, if you have an offer that it's a clear offer that you want to sell, and you have a method of selling it, which might be a sales call that you use to sell it, or you have a website that you use to sell it, like a landing page that used to sell it, or a masterclass. If you have those two things, like an offer and a path to selling it, you're ready to work with Dan and Tina. That's literally all you need. You just need a way you sell and then something you sell, and then they can help you figure out all the rest of the stuff.
Thank you very much. Dan, have you got any other questions at all for the lovely Azhelle?
Yes.
No? Okay. Thank you so much for joining
much
us today. It's always so lovely to see you, and maybe we can catch up next week for another chat, because spend a bit of time.
Well, in 2 weeks, once we get the results from our test.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make the
good.
appointment now because it's getting filled up at the moment, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.